Hey guys, this is the Great Lugia here. Welcome to Pokemon Silver version, the go-through part 32. And you've probably been wondering what this whole other thing I'm doing right now is. Either that, or you really don't care. I'm guessing the second one's more likely, but whatever. And I'm just gonna cut that whole part out. I was just busy checking the item finder and spending like 40 seconds looking for an item that I never even found. So after like all that time, I just said screw it, and then it turned out I had to cut it out for time. So yeah, if you wanted to see me just checking random spaces and wasting everyone's time, too bad, because you're not seeing that. So yeah, this is the whole extra thing. There are 3 trainers here. I thought you had to fight all 3 in a row, but actually you have to fight these first 2 in a row, and then you have to go up to the 3rd one. Basically, they each have 2 Pokemon. It's a 2 Pokemon water line. This first one has a Goldeen and then a Seaking with its really weird sprite. And I'm just gonna go for Horn Attack here because I don't think Strength will win a KO anyways, but Horn Attack actually does quite a bit. And it goes for Horn Attack, so yeah, sort of mirror match thingy, I guess. Then I just finish it off. Tauros should level up to 27, and yes it does. And yeah, that's the first of these 3 trainers down. And now for the second one. She also has 2 water types. Her first Pokemon is a Staryu. So yeah, Tauros should just be able to KO this easily with Strength. And then, judging by the pattern from the last one, guess what her second Pokemon is? That's right. It is an Igglybuff. Either that or I almost said Seadra right there. Either that or a Starmie. And I want to give Eevee some screen time, so I'm just going to go ahead and have that go against it. Plus, I have Shadow Ball, which does double damage, so I might as well use something against it like that. And it goes for Bubble Beam, and it shouldn't be a 2-hit KO, hopefully, due to Eevee's good special defense. And no, it's not. It's just a 3-hit KO. So Shadow Ball should be a 2-hit KO, or a 1-hit KO, or I get a crit, which may or may not have mattered. Either way, it saves some time, which is always nice. So yeah, Cool Trainer Gen was defeated, and now I just gotta walk up to this last trainer. And, yeah, how was I mean to her little sisters? I mean, they just ambushed me out of the blue when I battled them. How is that mean? Well, that's how a lot of Pokemon games are, so I don't know why I'm complaining here. So yeah, this person first has a Shelder. Also, I've noticed 2 of the 3 trainers have Pokemon that evolve with Water Stones. So yeah, it would have been an interesting idea if one of them had an Eevee that evolved into a Vaporeon, particularly the first one. I mean Eevee and then Vaporeon. Granted, Eevee's not a water type. And yeah, even with that withdrawal, Shelder still dies to the 2nd strength. And now she is using a Cloyster, which can be quite annoying if you're using physical attackers, but I want Tauros to have the experience, so I'm doing it anyway. Just going for strength here. Should do a fair bit, and that did a lot more than expected, but it turned out that was a crit, so that was kind of disappointing. And then it goes for withdrawal, so I'm like, oh, this is just gonna barely survive this next strength, isn't it? And sure enough, it does. Then it goes for Supersonic, and thankfully misses. So yeah, first I got a crit, and then Supersonic misses. Nice. So yeah, I finish off the Cloyster right there. Tauros gains a ton of experience, grows to level 28. And yeah, that was the last trainer, and in case you're wondering if you get anything out of this, if you talk to this trainer again after beating her, you do. You will get a Soft Sand, which raises the power of Ground-type moves. I don't really have any Ground-type attacks, so it really doesn't matter, but I just got it for completionist sake. So yeah, now I'm just gonna go ahead and fly to... Actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna switch around my team a little bit. And now, I'm going to fly to, not Lake of Rage, Mahogany Town, because after that, it is time to go to the Rocket Hideout. Yes, this is personally one of my favorite areas. I mean, it's definitely my favorite area of all the villainous hideouts, between the Rocket Game Corner area, this, the Lily Cove City hideout for Team Magma / Team Aqua, Although Team Magma has that other place in Emerald in between the building in Veilstone. So yeah, there's Lance, and he's being awesome. He's using his Dragonite, which has a really cool overworld sprite, even though it doesn't look much like a Dragonite for some reason or another. So yeah, he finds the secret stairs, and Lance is just being awesome as always, being the coolest champion ever. So yeah, we are in the hideout with the cool music. I've always just really liked the atmosphere of this area. I mean, the overworld music is cool. Of course, you're battling all these rockets. Their battle music is cool. There's all these traps. I mean, it's all just a really well-designed area, in my opinion. Only thing is, the rockets are really weak. Granted, all of the villainous grunts in every team are always really weak. So, it doesn't really matter much here. And the cool music helps make up for it. So yeah, whenever you pass one of these Persian statues, a rocket will appear with these two Pokemon. He's actually the same exact rocket, and he'll appear over and over and over. He won't get stronger, it'll literally just be the exact same two Pokemon. Level 17 Drowsy, and that level 19, I think it said Zubat. But then, you have to fight a second one directly after. There's no escape, even though the stairs are right behind you and I'm facing the other direction. It's not like you can't run or anything. But I wouldn't want to run. Anyways, this grunt you also fight over and over. First he has a level 16 Zubat. I'm just gonna go ahead and Body Slam to preserve I almost said Surf's power points. So yeah, Body Slam, it goes down. Gain very little experience. I was considering that I might go through each Persian statue and battle all these grunts off screen. But then I thought, nah, because then it would just be some annoying cutting and stuff. Besides, I'm over-leveled enough as is. And it's not like I'm skipping any trainers. They're the exact same trainers as these two. You just fight the same ones with the same exact Pokemon over and over. So yeah. So what I'm going to do instead is avoid the Persian statues and head to where the scientist is to the south. And yeah, he basically just goes ahead and says how you can deactivate it. And yeah, repel wears off. I forgot at that point that there was even a repel off. So yeah, you just go down here, and there's that scientist or researcher, whatever he wants to call himself. So yeah, I'm just going to switch around my Pokemon a bit. I'm going to go into Quilava, because if I recall correctly, this guy has a Magnemite or two, I think. So I'm just going to go up to him. And yeah, he should have a Magnemite or two. And it's kind of odd. I even have more nostalgia with the original games than this, but for some reason I can remember all the trainers way better in this game. So yeah, he does lead with a Magnemite actually, level 20. That should be an easy one to KO with Ember, so I'm not really worried at all. I really am hoping Quilava will get Flame Wheel soon. I don't think it gets it until... Well, actually, I'm not sure how many levels it is. Could even be level 29. I seriously can't remember. Probably somewhere between level 29 and 34. I really don't know. I know it's 34 at the very latest. Granted, once I get Typhlosion, I'm just going to teach it Fire Punch anyways. Seeing as it's a bit stronger. Granted, I might still keep Flame Wheel because it can help, like, thaw you out and such. And it does help with more power points. So yeah, Ember again. Magnemite is dying and it's dead right there. And in case you hear that in the background, that's the outside being really windy. So yeah, I beat the scientist. And now you just go up to the computer. And yeah, I almost said you or something, I really don't know. Anyways, you hit this secret switch. And yeah, it turns off all the statues. And there was like an X item. I think that was either attack or accuracy. I wasn't paying much attention. Either way, completely useless. Never used an X item in my life, and I never will. So yeah, I think there might be time for like one last trainer, so I'm just gonna fight him. And of course, he's the guy with 4 Pokemon, all really weak. So yeah, he has 4 level 16 Rattata. Why couldn't they have just made like this a guy with like a level 24 Raticate or something? It would have been like so much less time, and I wouldn't have had to worry about like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to redo this if I don't cut something out. Or even if I do, I might go slightly over. But thankfully, after cutting out all that switching, all of that searching for the item I never even found, I was able to make it. So yeah, I'm just 1-KOing all of these Rattata with Ember, and they're like giving no experience whatsoever. So yeah, just embering this one, and it is getting roasted and dying, because Rattata like to die. And there is one more, and I'm not switching out, and just for a going away present, it decides to quick attack me. Granted, it doesn't matter at all, but it just wastes more time, which is just great. And yeah, I finish it off with Ember, and yeah, that guy finally goes down. And I literally just barely don't level up. I don't really care, because I'll level up next episode.